Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a few absolutely insane Steam PC game deals, and on top of that, they are running a big new sale, festival, whatever you want to call it. A ton of good stuff discounted as a part of that, and a lot of stuff to sink your teeth into. Got quite a few deals to cover from that sale, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But particularly, do want to highlight 3 deals that I think are absolutely tremendous. Now, 2 of them, actually all 3 of them might be games you own, but, you know, that's kind of the shtick. If you buy games, you're going to end up owning a lot of games, so, you know, it is what it is. Left 4 Dead 2, 90% off for 99 cents. I mean, if you are a newer PC gamer, Left 4 Dead may not hold as much affinity towards you as it does for a lot of us, but this is a phenomenal game. And not even to say that I got into PC gaming well after 2009. I want to say 2011 is when I really sunk my teeth into PC gaming, but Left 4 Dead was available on Xbox 360 as well, but if you want that premier Left 4 Dead experience, it has to be on PC, and nowadays Valve is pretty much giving the game away. And I actually think they did give away the game, maybe it was like Christmas of one year, but that's gone, and right now, 99 cents for Left 4 Dead 2 is absolutely phenomenal. Definitely do check that out, and it is a game that you definitely should play with a couple of friends, so if you can convince a couple of friends to pick it up as well, you're due for a great time with that game, so definitely do check that out. Another classic Valve title, Portal 2, 90% off for 99 cents. You know, I'm not a big fan of puzzle games, however, Portal is just so well designed, the comedy is great, and it is just a remarkable game. If you go through it and you're like fairly competent, I feel like you can complete it fairly quickly, but it is so rewarding to go through. Soundtrack is great, and yeah, it's awesome. There's a cooperative mode as well, its own campaign with a different story and things of that nature, but if you want to play it solo, obviously you can do that as well. Who knows for both of those games, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 and Portal 2, if we're ever going to get a third iteration. That's always been the meme with Valve, that their games can't count up to 3, or, you know, they never release a game with a 3 in it, but nevertheless, hopefully, you know, in my lifetime, we'll get a Portal 3, we'll get a Left 4 Dead 3, and we'll get a, you know, a Half-Life 3, so, yeah. We'll see about that. Next up, Castle Crashers, another phenomenal deal, 90% off for $1.49, another one of these co-op titles, and Castle Crashers is awesome, man. It's one of those games that came out 13 years ago at this point, about 13 years ago, 12 and a half years ago. It still holds up so well because the charm of this game stays true. It'll stay true into 2050. It'll be one of those games that I think people are going to be able to go back and play literally 30 years from now and still have a great time with it, because it's got that great cartoon aesthetic, it's got that charm, it's got a lot of comedy to it as well, and it's a game that's super enjoyable with a group of friends. So if you can find, you know, a group of friends to play with, I think you're due for a great time in Castle Crashers as well. But for $1.49, definitely a great pickup for Castle Crashers. Check that out. Okay, so those are the 3 deals that I would say are absolutely remarkable. Outside of that, we do have some pretty solid deals as a part of the Steam Couch Co-op Fest. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, 80% off for $9.99. They do have the Deluxe Edition for $11.99, the Galactic Edition for $13.99, and the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga and The Force Awakens Deluxe Edition bundle. That is $17.81. So all of that is available on sale. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, although I do love the Jedi games, but Lego Star Wars is always a good time. The Lego games in general, I feel like you have to be pretty jaded in life in general if you can't find some joy out of a Lego game. I'm not saying they're going to be the most immersive, captivating experiences of all time, but as far as easy to get into fun, I think the Lego games will always offer that. And for $9.99, I think Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is a great pickup. Next up, we got Divinity Original Sin 2. Larian Studios' other game that, yes, it did not get quite the traction that Baldur's Gate 3 got, but it still has 163,000 reviews and overwhelmingly positive reception on Steam. It's funny because after Baldur's Gate 3 got an immense amount of success, they circled back and literally changed the description of Divinity Original Sin 2 to say, the critically acclaimed RPG that raised the bar from the creators of Baldur's Gate 3. You know, it's very rare that developers will go back to a previous game and they'll adjust the description to say from the creators of a game that hadn't come out prior to the release of this game, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think Naughty Dog goes back to the Jak and Daxter listings on the PlayStation Store and is like from the creators of The Last of Us. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but whatever. Do you? Baldur's Gate got an immense amount of success, and I would be doing the same thing. And Divinity never got the traction that Baldur's Gate got, so to promote it, I think it is pretty smart. It's a really well done RPG as well, a lot of decision making. You know, these games, Divinity, Baldur's Gate, I appreciate them. However, they aren't really my cup of tea. I really want to give Baldur's Gate another shot, though. And I will at some point. It's just, for me, I like a little bit more hand-holding and a little bit more of a straight path to go through in an RPG. I like decisions here and there, don't get me wrong, but I like it to be a little bit more hand-holding, and maybe that makes me a filthy casual. Who cares? I'm still gonna give this game a shout at $13.49. Feel like that's a pretty good pickup. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is 60% off for $24. At this price point, it's really hard to recommend this game. However, this is one of those games that came out from PlayStation on PC out of nowhere. It literally was at a point where it just felt like PlayStation was spam releasing their PlayStation games on PC with no rhyme or reason or very little promotion. Sackboy had come out right around the time as Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Uncharted. Like, bro, why are you dropping like 4 games of this caliber in the span of like 6 weeks? I want to say it was 6 to 8 weeks. It was insane, and Sackboy was a game that literally peaked at like 400 concurrent players or something like that. It was really poor performing. I thought Sackboy: A Big Adventure was a really solid game. I thought it was a well-done platformer, and I always liked Sackboy as a mascot for PlayStation, you know, to be that kid-friendly mascot. It's unfortunate that Sackboy is probably going to get pushed to the side, and like Astrobot is going to take its reign as like that mascot for a family-friendly mascot. I think it's a great idea. I've mentioned this in other videos that if they want to do another Astrobot game, they should do a game where Astrobot is up against Sackboy because Sackboy is upset that Astrobot took his spot as the family-friendly mascot. Tell me that wouldn't be amazing. Astrobot versus Sackboy in a video game, selling millions of copies. Like, take my idea, Sony, and just sell millions of copies off of that. You can thank me later. But Sackboy: A Big Adventure is a well-done platformer, and I would definitely give it a recommendation. It's just $24 is a hard price to recommend, but it's been out for 2 years now on PC, and it's still holding up in price, so up to you. Maybe add it to the wish list and check it out later. Helldivers Dive Harder, that's $4. Now, this is Helldivers 1. I know Helldivers got a lot of traction with Helldivers 2, but Helldivers 1 is a solid game as well, and Helldivers 1 was the reason I personally was so excited for Helldivers 2. Well, I played Helldivers 1 and had a great time with it. Over the top, top-down shooter, chaos, just like Helldivers 1, and it's just like Helldivers 2, excuse me, but a lot of fun to be had with this one as well, so definitely check that out if you want a different kind of shooter, but still has that level of chaos that Helldivers is known for. Gears 5 is on sale for $7.49. I know Gears 5 isn't beloved within the Gears community, and I definitely thought some of the choices they made in Gears with 4 and 5 left a lot to be desired, but 5 I still thought was a decent game. Very excited for E-Day, very excited for that potential Gears Trilogy remaster, but 5 is still a pretty decent pickup, and I would recommend it. Cassette Beasts, $11.99. You guys, I love Cassette Beasts. This game is so underrated. When I finally gave Cassette Beasts a shot, all it had to do was playing this game for 15 minutes and getting hit with the early soundtrack of this game. It's just like, bro, Cassette Beasts has one of the best soundtracks in video games in recent memory. This soundtrack is awesome. Go look up the song Same Old Story from this game, and if that doesn't sell you on it, I don't even know what to say. The opening track and the opening area is great as well. This game is awesome from a soundtrack standpoint. Love the visual style. So much charm to it as well, and a pretty decent story. $11.99, a great pickup for Cassette Beasts for sure. Streets of Rage 4, $9.99 on this. A great action brawler, beat 'em up. A great visual style while harking back to that nostalgia of Streets of Rage. Also, you know, modernizing and implementing some new elements to cater the game to a newer audience. So $9.99 for that, a good pickup there. Tales of Vesperia is $9.99, a great JRPG. Although I did recently do a playthrough of this, and man, this game does This game has shown its age in a lot of ways, but it's still got a great main character. The overall story is pretty good, and the soundtrack is great as well. So for $9.99, not a bad deal there. And then lastly, we have Haven for $9.99, a game that's relevant for the Valentine's Day theme. It's a great game to play with a significant other, and it very much has that story in focus between the two main characters. You can play it solo as well, if you do want. But that is $9.99. But that'll do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals. Mainly wanted to focus on the three main deals: Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 2, and Couch Crashers. Those three deals are absolutely awesome, but some good deals all around with the Couch Co-op Festival sale. There we go with that. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.